So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Action has already... Shot! Surely!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
It is a super start. So far, good effort from distance. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. David Villa. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. First quarter of an hour gone. Marquinhos is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. He's chosen to go back, spread it left. Adams to Maldini. Bayer. Adams, Marquinhos, Adams, and it's Rijkaard to Marquinhos. Adams, that's Beckham. And it's Maldini, all the way back. Marquinhos, that's Rijkaard. Marquinhos, and it's Maldini. Knocks it into space. That's Maldini. And it's Marquinhos. Picked out brilliantly. And that is... And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Things starting to look very comfortable. You can really sense how important this goal.
There's the end of the first half. How to review the first half?
Paul certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes. But all things still possible. And we are already promptly back underway. That pass has been well intercepted. And they can counter here. And the pass is intercepted. That's a shade optimistic. And they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Referee's given a throw. found a way past. Marquinhos looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
And the creator-in-chief is Ocean.
Batistuta! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And now he has two. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Quality ball. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. On crossbar! Camera. Takes a shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
And it's Van Basten. And this is Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And Messi! David Villa. David Villa! It's in! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
He's tried one! They've got to be quick to recover this. He's having a shot! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! Oh, he's been caught on shapes to shoot! He's done it! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
It's become a case of men against boys.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely...
Applies the finish! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Substitution in progress.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
It's a mighty effort! Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vinicius, here's a chance! Oh, impressive strike.
Substitution on the field. Number 9. Vinicius
Both sides then
Junior.
taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 14. Mbappe. Substitutions taking place.
And we're done. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by foot.
He's got tall. And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
That's really well manoeuvred.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
It's off target and by quite a way. Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
it's Batistuta. Turchu. It's Van Basten! Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught napping. Thinks about the shot. Pepe. So we're still where we started right now. Udinese finding their passes. And it's Nakata. Now it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. That's Batistuta. Sorry. That has not gone well. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Pull it. Lovely. Shevchenko! And he's really put himself on the line here. Udinese with the corner. There first. And it's been taken short. That's really well cleared. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Ball's been out of play. And he's gone looking for safety. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Caceres. And it's Bellingham. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Back towards the middle. Spread neatly. And the keeper gets his hands on it. That is going to be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're underway again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Can he get onto this? He's found a way through. Look at the other shots!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage to every one of his teammates from here.
Terrific goal. What a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Can he get it through? And smartly reclaimed. Driving forward. Nice looking ball. Cleared away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And he was quick to react. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Abiati gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
He's Steps in, and that's the end of that. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Tete. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Pullet. He's gone for goal! No, not quite.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Pullet. Maldini. David Villa receives it in a wide position. De Bruyne, and the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Nicole certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Udinese looking to pass their way through. And he's there to retrieve it. And here's Ibrahimovic. Gerrard, he's having a go! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Looking for a runner. Cleared without hesitation.
Nicole really don't have a choice now.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Shapes the shoot! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
There will be 5 minutes.
And that really is so impressive. Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
Two up. Goes for the shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best. It's Bellingham.
Oh, good read. That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that will be it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The
everybody,
game
and
yet to kick
welcome
off.
to today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And already we're underway here. Now here, Jim, is a truly unique player, Sergio Busquets, a player whose greatness really isn't measurable by numbers.
One of those players who keeps it simple and gets the ball to do all the work for him.
And exerts a massive influence on every match he plays.
Exactly that. I mean, he's the pivot, the one his team hinges around. Kukçu.
Yamal. And here's Rafinha, out towards the flank. Rafinha. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Looking for a runner. Van der Ven cuts it out. Isco. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Rafinha. Rafinha! It's in he goes again. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. Natal are really in a position where patience and prudence.
Rafinha is on. Goes for a shot! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the
Shapes to shoot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Koundé. Barcelona applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Kukçu.
And Rafinha, toss somewhat off target. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Adams. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's a key interception. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And it's Nakata. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they've...
Oh, what a mistake! And the shot! It's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And here's Van Basten. Out to the right. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. How's How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great.
And a quick
It's going to
reminder
be
today that
pretty hard
parking
for
in
them
the area
to pick
around the
themselves
stadium
up
is
from here.
strictly forbidden.
There's still a
Please use
maybe at
parking
play.
provided by the
Maybe
club or
they'll
any other
thrive
paid
on the
parking
adversity.
facilities in the area.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And this is Batistuta. Palmer looking for options for movement. Now it's Kane. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Now, can they get him away? Van Basten looking to run onto it. Shot, surely! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. And he's heaved it away. So Jim, is that the manager? He's going for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Kukçu really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That pass isn't the best. Can he get it through? Rafinha, he is through here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cross flung in towards the middle.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Hirotoshi Nakata. Coming on to replace him is number 4, De Bruyne.
And he's in on goal. Palmer defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well for his man. And that is expertly dealt with. Great defending, strong and determined. Isco. Now there's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Looking to play him in. And this is Van Basten. He's got away. He's come in hard. Robertson. Rafinha. And he's managed to get free. Rafinha! Off the post! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
Batistuta. Coming on the field, number 15, Beckham.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Barcelona are down to 10 men. Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense. Beckham. squeeze it through. Can he get on the end of this?
Kukchu.
And he cuts out the supply. Rafinha. And now the breakaway. Played into space.
That looks a cracking goal.
3 minutes at a time.
Make sure that's not getting through. That ball looks a good one.
Well, he got rigged because he was under pressure.
And we're done. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude that Erling Haaland delivers on a football field. It's almost as if he's still on the training ground. And there's one little story in a game where he scored 4, but he was still angry. And asked why he was angry, he said, well, I missed one of my good chances. I think he's destined for greatness.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Messi. That's been cut out, well played. And that's been made to a promising move. Lovely, now then. Haaland! Goal! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So, a breakthrough already. Haaland! He's tried one! He would have been quick to recover this. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. Haaland. Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's going for goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Messi. And this is Hullet.
That was lovely, that.
He is through here. And Hullet! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. Corner number 2 then. Maldini getting this one clear. Takes the shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Villa. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It's a promising position. He can get that clear. Nakata.
Natal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their
Can he finish? He scores! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Those needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal.
Good chance here! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh no, this does not look good. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Haaland! It's hit the upright. Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. Now that's well seen too. He's having a go. Always going over the top.
Anthony most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carries hardly any danger.
Tries to play it through, and he was quick to react.
Added time.
Kirk Chu. Pull it. Now it's Messi, and it's Michel Platini. Haaland has a shot! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Nakata. Oh, there's a probing ball. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Nakata. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Batistuta. Now it's Nakata. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's a cute ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Well, Paul, really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Ferdinand tries to clear. That is good alertness. Pull it. Pepe. Ferdinand. Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely. He's having a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Substitution on the field. Number 7, Futoshi Nakata. Number 19, Haga. Coming on the field, number 4, De Bruyne. Number 15, Beckham. Substitutions taking place.
That interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, third quarter of the game. Cleared without hesitation. Ah, that's a fine interception. Danger averted for now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Right card, did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. A game with goes for the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Bale's cross, big header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. That has been knocked clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker.
And that's it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope